Right, hello. Oh god. I should have checked that before I started. It's fine, I know what it is. There we go, done. So, what we're gonna do is just have a quick chat about who should be in the next Soul Calibur game when it eventually comes out in 2050. And then we'll just play some Soul Calibur 6. Oh, I've got it turned up on my end. There we go. Hello, Zen. I know. I saw Max do a who should be in Street Fighter 6 thing. And I thought, why don't I do the same? Just for Soul Calibur. No such thing as quick chats. True. Hey, Blade. So we'll start from top left. And then we'll go to the other rosters. From 5 and 4, etc. So first off, Cassandra, I don't really care. Right? She's part of the Alexandra sisters. And I don't care. Really, she's unimportant to me. I don't care about her story. Gameplay-wise, she's really not that fun to play against. She's really fun to play as, because she's super gorilla. So I'm kind of like, meh. On the spectrum of like 10 would be, I want them back 100%, and 0 would be, they can stay rotting in the grave. She's like hardcore 5. Siegfried, as much as I don't really like him and his personality, he's a staple. He's one of the many poster children of this series, so this dude's coming back. Just get rid of Dark Legacy and we're fine. Zas. Okay, Zas is a weird one, right? Because I don't think many people care about Zas, but he's really important to the story, right? Like, his unique playstyle aside, Zas as a character is just so weird. I don't know, it's odd. I don't care. Again, Soul Calibur has never really been... What's the word? Soul Calibur's never really been... not static. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. It's never really been rigid with its stories and its timelines, right? The fact that we have 2B fighting Ivy, fighting Halmaru, like, our timelines don't really matter. So the fact that he's immortal and can be everywhere at once or whatever is fine. He's set for Afro rep? I mean, potentially, but he's also quite important to the story from what I understand from, was it Soul Calibur 3? With Abyss and shit like that. I think gameplay-wise, he's relatively interesting. If I really have to... I think... No, what? I say interesting, he's boring. I think the fact that stepping is so important in Soul Calibur 6, and he basically stops you from playing that game. As long as, you know, as long as they get rid of anti-step moves that do everything, then I think he'll be fine to return. Nightmare, same as Siegfried, poster boy, literally just Siegfried in scary armor. Get rid of NTC and we're fine. Amy, she can die. Go. Leave, please. Can we just not have this character exist? That would be great. 1B, 3A, 22B, the Rose mechanic, CE. She's even edgier than like some of the edgy characters in the game that were there for edgy reasons. So yeah, we're getting rid of Amy. Amy's not coming back in Soul Calibur 7. Guest character, 2 Booty. I mean, I'd like it if she came back, just because I think she's a really cool character in the way that she plays. But again, she doesn't play Calibur. I think everybody agrees on that. But she's a guest character, so she's not coming back anyway. Zhang fucking Hua. Hey, Dre. Okay. So I know, again, staple poster child character, gets Soul Calibur, like the actual sword. Do I want Zhanghua to return? No. I'll be really honest. I don't like this character. Like, if I could if I was like NATO and I could veto one character to never appear in Soul Calibur again, it would be this character. Her fighting style is, again, relatively unique. Like, even when you had X, Yun, Huang in the same game and they all wielded very similar fighting styles, it's still unique, but fuck, I hate this character so much. Maxi, obviously he's coming back. This boy is wholesome father man, takes care of Killick and X's children, has one of the most creative fighting styles in the entire game. Maxi's coming back, Soul Calibur 7. Yeah, you can't tell me otherwise. But change the way the game works, and Maxi isn't so hated anymore, but still he's coming back. Best boy. Sophie is kind of the antithesis of Cass, because save lol refined. You have such trash opinions when it comes to Maxi. Sophitia, again, for like the 4th time, poster child. As much as I don't really care if Cass comes back, I do if Sophie comes back. Only because she is one of the OGs of the entire series. I think to play as her is really boring, but her story is integral to Soul Calibur, so she's definitely coming back, regardless of if I wanted her to or not. But I also want her to come back. I think she's an interesting character. Astaroth. Asta's one of those characters where I'm just like, his only real story relevance is his rivalry with Maxi. But gameplay-wise, he's one of the most unique aside from Rock. And Rock's probably never coming back. So he kind of has to. I'm very meh on Astaroth as a character. I mean, if we're talking about like whole packages to play as and to play against, I think to play as he can be pretty fun because he's one of the more unique characters in the game. Can kind of turn his brain off for half the game when he gets soul charge, but I'm kind of indifferent to Astaroth as a character. Ivy, I mean, she has to come back, right? I think she's been in it since the beginning. Her story is integral to Cervantes, which in turn is integral to Soul Calibur. Plus, her personality, all 2 of them are, yep. Tira. Tira, again, is one of those characters where I'm just like, sometimes I really liked her in the story, and sometimes I just fucking hated her I think Soul Calibur 5, I really didn't like her. Soul Calibur 4 and 3, I think she was quite good. And Soul Calibur 6, I think she's pretty good as well. I don't know. I kind of think Tira has to come back, right? And I wouldn't be mad if she did. Because Tira didn't get a replacement character in 5, which is good. Because I think Tira, as a character, really needs a lot of... she needs a lot of context to understand why she exists. So I like the fact that she's in the game. And she definitely has to come back in Soul Calibur 7. Hilda von... Fuck your frame data. Do I really care about this character? I don't... Okay. Hands up if you actually give a shit about this character. Aside from wanting to bang her, aside from knowing that she's top tier, does anyone actually care about this character in Soul Calibur? Like, is there anything about this character that anybody says, really, Dawn? Really? Hilda? Really? I really don't care. She seems to have very little relevance to the story. Aside from in 6, where she has that dialogue with Gro, make her less whiny? Yeah, I agree with that. It's nothing to do with strong women. There's plenty of strong women in this series. I just don't care about her. She seems to have very little impact on the story. She exists she is the side chick of Soul Calibur. She's the booty call. So yeah. Seems like everybody else has a stronger opinion than I do. Oh god. Thank you, Zen. Her dialogue with Gro is way better. I mean, yeah, in context, again, with Gro, it makes sense, right? Just realized the game hasn't been on. But she is basically a side chick. Yoshi, dude, absolutely has to come back. I fucking love the fact that in every single iteration, he looks different, even though it might actually be the same Yoshimitsu. Gameplay-wise, he's fun as hell to play, annoying as hell to play against. But when you play somebody like Wish, it's just like, you have fun regardless. So yeah. Like, 8 out of 10. Okay, let's do like a number rating for everybody, right? So, let me go back. So, 5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, as in, has to come back, or will come back, or whatever. 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 0 out of 10, die in a fucking hole. 0 out of 10, guest character. Personal, 0 out of 10, please never come back. 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10, 7 golden letters out of 10. 8 out of 10, 5, 6 out of 10, 2 out of 10, and those 2 are massive 2 things. I think a solid 10 out of 10, honestly. 0 out of 10, never come back again. You're basically just in 6 to be a compliment to Gro because it makes his voice lines even better. But everybody else seems to disagree with me. 9 out of 10, I think there is a world in which Soul Calibur could make Yoshi different. Because from every other Soul Calibur to 5, from 1 to 5, Yoshi played very samey, and then 6 came out, and he basically they reinvented the way that he plays, which is great because he's super unique. But I could once again envision a world in which they change the way he plays again to either make him more in line with his Tekken counterpart while keeping some of the Soul Calibur flair. But yeah. Killick, K111K, I don't know. Well, no, I do know actually. And this dude is kind of... He has main character syndrome. in the way that he really just doesn't have a personality. He's so boring. Yeah. And I say this every time. I would rather have Jiba back, because at least he kind of encapsulates more of what a Shaolin warrior who uses a bow staff plays like. Attitude-wise, definitely not. He's a lot more stoic and calm. I mean, yeah, he's definitely coming back. Soul Calibur 7 will not happen without Killick. I'm just saying that he is also a bit whiny, you're right, and he's so boring. I just don't really... Again, I don't really care. Oh, whoops. But I was so bored, my hand got bored and wanted to exit the screen. But yeah, Killick can be fun. I think when you play him a lot more parry-focused, he turns into a lot more of a fun character. But generally, he's quite boring. Solid, in my opinion, easily a top 10 character. Soul Calibur 5 Killick is ideal. Love it. Grow. Okay, a lot of people are going to disagree with me here. Oh, like 10 out of 10 he will come back. Do I want him back? Do I care that if he comes back? Not really. Like a 6 or a 7. That's true. There is no such thing as Soul Calibur 5. It went from 4, and then we had like a 15, 16 year gap, and then Soul Calibur 6 came out. So yeah, Grow. Yeah, a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but I want Grow to come back. I personally love the way he plays now. From season 1 onwards, he was really, really boring while new. But now, even with his buffs, he's got a really decent soul charge. Well, he's got one of the best soul charges in the game, rather. His particle effects suit him really, really well, and everything feels impactful when you hit it. I actually want Grow to return. Regardless of if he's edgy or whatever, I just like the fact that his story is kind of... It's different to anything we have at the moment. I mean, yes, he's racist. His entire civilization is racist and xenophobic. However, his gameplay is fun, so he should come back. 10 out of 10, I actually want him to return, and I'd be very disappointed if he doesn't. Cervantes, you know, same reason as Ivy, has to come back. One of the main reasons this game exists in the first place is because he was searching for Soul Edge. Could not be a Soul Calibur game without Cervantes. And even if they did a Soul Calibur 5 and replaced him, I think I'd still want him to come back as like an extra character, you know? Like a similarly skill-setted character. His story that he's supposed to be strong enough to body Nightmare, but gets bodied by everyone. Poor Grow. Setsuka, 10 out... Oh, 10 out of 10, has to return, will return. Would be upset if he didn't. Setsuka, absolute 10 out of 10. Best waifu in the game, in any fighting game, and you can't tell me otherwise. Her story fits perfectly with one of the biggest poster children in the game. Her story arc is quite good, especially in Soul Calibur 6. The way she plays in 6, I'm less of a fan compared to the way that she used to play, which is why I don't really play her that much and I've stuck with Maxi. But she does have some new flashy stuff. Iaido isn't really a thing you see in this game. It's a unique fighting style. Her outfit is dope as hell in this game too. Of course she's an 11 out of 10. How did she... Well, you know how she played, Dre. I'm guessing you're asking me because you're trying to catch me out. But basically in 6, it feels like Did you not play Setsuka in the older games? You and Shads, right? You played Setsuka, and then when Setsuka wasn't in 5, you played APAT. Wait, really? Oh, so you played APAT then? Oh, never mind. Okay, my bad. I thought you were being smart. My bad. But yeah. So basically in 6, a lot of the way you have to play Setsuka is Gorilla Ape mode. Whereas in the previous games, she had a lot more... How do I put this? You could play her a lot more patiently and kind of fish for those whiff punishes. But in Soul Calibur 6, because she's got really dumb tracking and hitboxes and counter hit states, you just have to go full gorilla and hope you catch people. But in 4 especially, you could play her a lot slower with her execution, and it was a lot more my pace of style. But in general, that's kind of how Soul Calibur 6 or Soul Calibur has evolved into, where a lot of what you have to do is be aggressive. To be honest, we're talking about the Alexandras, right? If we just got rid of Sophitia and Cass and put original Pat back in the game, just not as broken, I'd be okay with that too. But we'll go over Soul Calibur 5 and 4 characters in a bit. Setsuka, 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, has to come back. Hopefully not as DLC, as part of the base roster, so I can make more ETL teams based around this character. Hamaru, 0 out of 10. He's definitely not coming back because he's a guest character. However, I will say, one of the best implemented guest characters in any fighting game ever created. If there was a list of best implemented characters from other franchises in a fighting game, Hamaru would arguably be in the top 3. You cannot tell me otherwise. This dude fits so well in Soul Calibur 6, it's insane. Dude, who isn't a huge Lowenthal fan? Yuri's a beastly voice actor, but the fact that he took APAT and still couldn't make him a likable character is probably the direction, honestly. But yeah, I don't even care. Hamaru is so well implemented, regardless of whether you think he's good, bad, broken, whatever. He's very well implemented. He plays half like a Soul Calibur 6 3D character and half like a 2D character, and it's great. But 0 out of 10, he can't come back because he's a guest character, and Bamco probably don't want to spend more money on licensing than they already need to. Talim, I could kind of take her or leave her. Kind of a 5 out of 10 for me. I know there's some like die-hard Talim fans out there, Loz and Neon, but I don't really care about this character. I'm kind of over children characters in fighting games as well. Like Amy and Talim, I don't really get the point, you know, them to be true. Yeah, I don't really care about this character. Her story seems very uneventful. I just do not care at all. However, I think her wind gimmick is pretty cool. That's the only thing I can really say, is that the wind gimmick is cool. And if we were in a different timeline, in a different generation, she would be a lot cooler if she's an adult and she's able to like harness this shit, and she had Brave Edge where she could add wind elements to stuff. That could be cool, but like right now, I don't really care. Mitsukurugi, bottom ass tier trash fucking character in this game, but I love him nonetheless. My first ever main in Soul Calibur, poster boy on the cover of Soul Calibur 6. I think the design choices for this character outside of Soul Calibur 6 have been really, really good. But this game, for some reason, they just decided to make him the weirdest mishmash of here's a 50-50 character, but also at some point in the game's lifespan, he's a guard cross character, but not anymore. Here's a plus frame character, but not anymore. I don't know. They just don't know what to do with this character. And it's been a real shame. But 11 out of 10 character. Mitsurugi's a dumbass, but he deflects a goddamn bullet. I love him. I want him to be my uncle. 50 out of 10, one of the best fighting game characters in history. Will absolutely return, but please, please don't fuck it up. Geralt. Obviously, he's not coming back because, again, technically a guest character. Story-wise, I think it's actually pretty decent. With the whole portal thing, it makes sense, especially with how loose Soul Calibur is with its timelines and time traveling. Great weapon style. Yeah, I agree. I think while it is also quite boring on the face of it, it can be a lot of fun to play and watch when you get down into the nitty-gritty. So yeah, I would like to see him return, and if he doesn't return in Soul Calibur 7, then a similar style from a new character perhaps would be quite cool. And there's no reason they couldn't do it. It might be some legal problems if they make it too close, but could be quite nice. Fuck it, we'll just get Warden from For Honor. I mean, SNK managed to do it, why can't we, right? Taki. My opinion on this character changes almost on a weekly basis. I hate that she's a 5-button character, but she is integral to the story, and I think her gimmick is really, really cool. With Mekimaru having chip damage outside of Soul Charge is a pretty decent... Wait, she is? No, this is the thing. I don't think Taki needs an evolution of personality because she doesn't ever have a personality in the first place, right? Like, she literally exists to be a demon hunter, and that is who she is. She's Dante, but without a personality. But gameplay-wise, I really like what they've done with her. And so, well, okay, I like what they've done with half of her character, with the fact that she gets the chip damage and the fact that she gets some decent mixes. But the other half of it, where she is literally a 5-button character to be one of the most effective in the game, is really boring to fight. See, that's the thing, her lore isn't even that boring. I just think that nobody really knows what her lore is because nobody cares. Because she isn't as front and center as somebody like Sophie or Mitsu or Nightmare and Siegfried, but she's not as much of a side chick as Hilda, so she's kind of in this nebulous zone where people don't know how important she is to the story, but she is. I think character design, yeah, definitely one of the better Taki designs, but I don't know, I would be disappointed if she didn't come back. I think Natsu is a cool character in her own right, but I prefer Taki. So yeah. So, 8 out of 10, absolutely should come back. Probably will. Would be disappointed if she doesn't. But I'm sure there'd be a way to write her out the story. A very easy way. 0 out of 10, fuck off, never come back. Keep the voice actor though. Awesome job on that and that alone. Die. 0 minus 7 out of 10. Huang, the Bloodborne Hunter. I actually want him back in this way. I think this is such a cool design. I think it's one of the best designs in any Soul Calibur ever. Obviously, he is the last character for Soul Calibur 6. There's no way they would have made this character as he is now without putting the rest of their resources into him. And I think it is literally awesome what they've done. You know, apart from the bugs, apart from the weird hitboxes, he is one of the best designed characters in the game. Well, we'll talk about Yun in a bit, but basically, I would love Yun to come back the same way that they've brought back Huang. Because while Huang has some kicks, he has some element of mix, he doesn't have the same type of stance game that Yun Sung had, because his gimmick revolves around the auras and the talismans. If they bring back Yun and do something similar to a rework where they double down on what Yun Sung actually is, he could be just as unique as Huang is now, and I fucking love that idea. Um, 11 out of 10, absolutely has to come back the way he is. And if he doesn't, I will be severely disappointed. And I genuinely hated, or not even hated, but Yun was always my go-to when it came to the Chinese kind of sword-wielding characters, or Korean sword-wielding characters with similar styles. Because Yun is, in my opinion, so much cooler. He's got a lot more personality, because old Huang suffers from what new Killick suffers from now, where he's just boring and bland and a little bit whiny. But with this new rework, I really like him, and I would love to see him and Yun come back with completely new reworks, giving them completely unique things. But yeah, exactly what Dre said. Sung Mina, one of the only 2 polearm characters in the game, but she doesn't use it how she's meant to use it, and it pisses me off. Polearms are like my favorite weapons in ancient military history, right? But the way this bitch wields this weapon frustrates me to my core so much, because it doesn't make sense. She's just as whiny as she's always been. I don't care about this character. Just take her weapon away, give it to a canonical daughter, and just make a new character. Get rid of her. Like 4 out of 10, just because I know the Song Mina stands are like one of the most powerful sects of the Soul Calibur community. Raph, as much as I hate him as a character, I think like 10 out of 10 has to come back. He's an absolute staple of the franchise. Do I want him to come back as a vampire? Which is like one of the major questions people were asking themselves. Like, do I prefer old Raph or new Raph? I think old Raph, in terms of him being a vampire, would be pretty cool, because we don't have any of that in the game at the moment. Whereas I think every other fighting game has some kind of vampiric character. Oh no, I guess Tekken doesn't, it's a guest character, but anyway. Please make his lips smaller. No, make them bigger. He's rich, he can afford lip implants. What do you mean? 10 out of 10 has to come back, as much as I don't like the way he plays in 6, just because he's really boring to fight against. I don't really care when I play as him, which is why I never really do. Then, you know, sure. But 10 out of 10 has to come back, will come back. And Voldo, one of the most unique fighting game characters in the world, in any franchise. 20 out of 10 has to come back. Just put him in a leather gimp suit next time, alright? Literally throw caution to the wind and put him in the suit from oh shit, what's that Tarantino film? Pulp Fiction. Is it Pulp Fiction? I can't remember. I think it might be, but my brain is not working. But yeah, Voldo, yeah, exactly. Voldo will never not be in a Soul Calibur game just because of how unique he is. But he has to always come back. I think even though he is one of the least played characters in the game, we'd all be disappointed if he didn't come back. Regardless of the very split decisions on his balance, I think we can all agree that his design is so good. I don't even know how a team of Japanese fighting game developers comes up with a design like this. I think it's one of the great mysteries of our time, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, in terms of... Don't have him unlocked. What about Inferno? Oh yeah, I never bothered to do like the ultimate hard difficulty to get him unlocked. I mean, Inferno is like Abyss, right? Like he's a story character. He's a boss character. He kind of has to come back in some capacity as a boss. That would be cool. But again, I think he should only really exist as a boss character. It's a thirst trap. I mean, everybody in Soul Calibur is pretty damn good looking, apart from, like, you know, the monsters. You know, even Undead Cervantes, if you were to just put a normal skin color on him, pretty decent good looking old man. Except for the children. Like, I mean, they can die in a hole anyway. I don't want them to come back, and I've already said that, so... People love him some Asta. I mean, all the bottoms love Asta. It's true. I mean, you Kappa Zen, but like, without the weird creepy shit, he's probably got a decently symmetrical face. It's just with all the accoutrement that he has, it just looks a fucking mess. Like, Kilik is your classic pretty boy. Hilda is absolutely fuckable. Same as Setsuka. Yeah. I think most characters in this game are pretty good looking. But yeah, that's kind of my... That's the characters from Soul Calibur 6, at least. Had more Voldo lore. Well, it exists in the previous games, but I guess this is technically a reboot to the series because this is between, like, what, 1 and 2? Or 2 and 3? I can't remember. That's a point, actually. So, the fact that this game is, you know, actually a hard reboot... If Soul Calibur 7 comes out, will we just get the next game canonically to Soul Calibur 6's lore? Or will we get it to the original timeline from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? I mean, Money Pit would be a dope stage, it's true. You could mod it in if you want. Probably SC6's lore. Potentially. I would like to see them expand on SC6's lore. Yeah. Is it it's between 2 games, so it isn't just a retelling of one of the games. It's a reboot set between 2 games, and I can't remember if it's 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. I think it's 1 and 2. Forecast is canonically dead. Is she? Oh shit, I can't remember that. Sure, but I mean, you know, characters being dead. The Mishimas throw each other off cliffs into fucking lava every other Tuesday, alright? And then they all come back. If they want to bring Cass back to original lore, they will. It wouldn't be a problem. Cass meets her SC forecast in her story. Really? Ah, shit. Dope. I mean, cool, she might die, but, you know, fighting game characters can come back for whatever reason if they need to. Cool, so that's the Soul Calibur 6 list. Let us move on to Soul Calibur 5. So I've got the roster up here. There we go. So I don't have the game launched, but I just found it on the wiki. Cool, so, oh god. Oh, I need to zoom out a bit more. Because this isn't an image I can... Cool, alright. We'll get to that in a minute, Dawn. We'll get to that in a minute. Basically? Yeah, what, Dre? Basically what? Oh, right, I see. So, obviously, we'll go through the original characters, because we've already gone through the main ones. Patroclus, like I said, as long as we get rid of Sophie and Cass, and just bring back original Pat, I'd be fine with that. E5 music? I mean... Go on, then. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so yeah, Pat would love to see come back, as long as they rewrite his character and but hire Yuri to do him again. Fine with that. 8 out of 10. Would love to see him come back. If he doesn't come back, it's understandable. But, you know, cool character. Gameplay-wise, not personality-wise, he's a fucking freak outside of that. Zwei. 20 out of 10. Gameplay-wise, absolutely has to come back. One of, again, the most unique playstyles to ever grace a 3D game. Just a shame that Soul Calibur 5 devs had absolutely no idea how to make a fighting game. Not least of all how to balance one. I think his story being kind of a mentor to Patroclus would be cool, which means we could have them both back with a new story, especially in the new Soul Calibur 6 timeline. That would be cool. Outside of that, though, I think Zwei on its own, without any of the others, would love to see him come back. And Andy would be very, very, very happy, and he can stop playing Grow to try and get some of that edge back. Leisure. 0 out of 10, same as Zhonghua. Just fuck this whole family off this planet immediately, please. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Natsu. Yeah, fine. Would be cool to see if she would be actually different to Taki. Is it? Yeah, of course it's weird that you like Leisure. Nobody should like either of them, Zhonghua or Leisure. I was saying Natsu. Yeah, would be cool to see how they make the two ninjas different. If I had to pick one or the other, I'd pick Taki. Although I know a lot of people disagree with me. Is Naima coming back? No, Vesper. Naima is never coming back. Just because you play him, we're not bringing him back. But yeah, Natsu, like 7, 8 out of 10. Would be cool if she came back, but I don't really care. I would love Taki to come back instead, and she definitely will. Ezio. I know some people don't like this character. Well, he's a guest character. He's not coming back anyway. What am I talking about? He's not coming back. Viola. Okay. I want everybody to be honest with me. And I'm going to time you out if you tell me that you like Viola. Regardless of her balance and regardless of her gameplay, just as a character, you are dead to me if you liked Viola, even just for her personality or for her story. And I want you to be honest. Put your damn hand up now. See, Dre, even though you're a Nightmare player as well, I knew there was something I liked about you. It's because we got that DMC kin brotherhood. Oh, Blade. No, you don't like Viola. I know you don't like Viola. You're just trying to trigger me. I'm saying, like, regardless of the gameplay. That's what I'm saying. Because we all know she's broken. Okay, universally everybody hates Viola. Good. Alright, so 0 out of minus negative 1 billion, like Dre said. Wait, this is Pyrrha, right? Good. Pyrrha. I don't know. Okay. I hate Pyrrha as well, but I would love to have her come back just so that I could beat the shit out of her with every other character again. That's why I wanted to come back. I hate her so much that I would love to just have Maxi come back in Soul Calibur 7 and I will just mix the shit out of her in arcade mode and just beat the shit out of her and hear her scream those death screams, and it would be glorious. Why do you love Pyrrha then? Why? Give me a solid reason why you love this character. It's like how somebody should after being hunted by everyone she loves and forced to fight. No! Because that's not... That doesn't make for a good fighting game character. Doesn't matter if it's accurate. She's meant to be the daughter of a Greek warrior princess. So it doesn't make sense. No, she sucks. Die in a hole. That's the tier where she is. Die in a hole tier. Okay, Xiba. I know most people dislike Xiba. And I understand. And for the most part, I agree. However, I much prefer the way that Xiba fights over the way that Killick fights. Because like I say, he is much more indicative of how a Shaolin monk fights with a bow staff than Killick. You like Apat over Setsuka? Kaz, what? Dre, what? You're both dead to me. So Xiba, yeah, I would prefer he comes back over Killick. Just, yeah. Oh, I didn't give, oh no, 0, 0, minus a billion for these two. Actually a 9 out of 10 would want him to return. Straight up, over Killick. But there's a high chance that he won't because everybody hates him, so. Aeon. Now, Aeon's an interesting one. Because I like his character design, but I never liked the way that he fought in both games he was in. But we'll get onto Soul Calibur 4 Aeon later. I would much prefer if the double axes were given to a different character. I'm an educated human being, Dre. I know how to pronounce his name. I would actually also probably prefer him in his original form. Just to see what he would be like. And give him both of those axes. Heard it pronounced differently? Well, yeah, because people pronounce shit differently just because, and then they never get corrected and they think it's right. A long time ago, somebody thought the game Lineage was pronounced Lineage. Yeah, FF10 has Eons. If anybody says Aeons, they're wrong. Aeon, yeah, do I really care? Yeah, I do. I want him to come back. But I would like him to come back with a different fighting style. I think it doesn't suit him having twin axes. It just seems really weird. So 10 out of 10 would like him to return. Definitely will. Well, definitely will. I don't know. He's not been in one game. Soul Calibur, I don't know. Dog, shut up. You're French, okay? Yeah, the twin axes are basically Kratos from Soul Calibur Broken something? Broken Sword? I can't remember what the fucking Broken Legend. Broken something. Destiny, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. I couldn't think of Destiny for some reason. Yeah, the one that was basically Soul Calibur 4 but wasn't. It was just the same game on PSP. Yeah. Sushi Dampier. Okay, before I say anything, once again, I need hands up in the chat who wants Dampier to return. Okay, so Zen's getting unmodded, Dawn's getting timed out, Blade's getting banned. Cool. Alright, so I know... I hate it. I never said I wanted Dam to come back. I have never in my life said that I want this piece of shit troll character to ever come back. I will die on any hill bigger than yours, Zen, that I do not want this character anywhere near any fighting game. Even fighting games that I don't play, I would not wish this abomination of ideas on any single human being. Not even on my most hated enemy. Never, ever should he come back. You know that negative $1 billion that you were talking about, Dre, for a previous character? This one also applies to Damp. APAT, if he wasn't such a whiny little bitch and edgy for the wrong reasons, I would love him to come back alongside Setsuka, because 2 Iaido characters would be really cool to see. Having a student and the master in the same game with variations on how they play would be cool. I mean, yeah, he is. Some other characters. I mean, I agree, he's not that whiny. He's not as whiny as, like, Zhanghua or regular Pyrrha, but he's whiny in an edgy way. Kind of like Siegfried, but worse. I think thematically, though, it would be cool to have Apat and Setsuka in the same game. In the same vein that you have... that you could have Yun and Huang in the same game, have the same weapon, different styles. With some similarities because, of course, they're, you know, Huang and Yun are both Korean. They have very similar movesets or whatever. I think it would be quite cool. Sophia and Cass, same thing. Just, you know what? Make him a mute. Literally make him a mute, and that's fine. Make him not say a single fucking word, and I'm fine with him coming back. 8 out of 10. What's her name? Fucking Angel. Final boss of... Elysium, that's it. Yeah, Elysium. Very indifferent to this character's existence. I think for the limited time that they had for the Soul Calibur 5 story, it was okay. Expected them to return in 6. No, Maxi, the wholesome dad man, distances himself from Dampierre and sends him away on a pirate ship to crash into the oblivious ocean. Yeah, Elysium I'm kind of indifferent to. I don't really care that much about this character. Like a 5 out of 10. I don't... yeah. Again, the epitome of I don't care. She comes back, she'll just be in as well. Dampierre does not exist. I don't even know who Dampierre is. I just know the name from the ether. From the live stream. That's how I know the name. He doesn't exist, okay? Edgemaster. Obviously has to come back. There's no reason he shouldn't. Yep, absolutely. 1 billion trillion out of 10. Mimic character. We don't have any of them at the moment. Would be cool to have him back. Potentially with his own style as well would be quite cool. And, you know, you can't pick it. It has to randomly occur. Like, the Edgemaster style is 20% likely to happen and the rest of them are 10% would be a cool little thing. But absolutely has to come back. Yeah, I'm on Dre's side here. Come back. Algol. Okay. Hear me out, right? Fuck this guy. I don't like Algol. Unnecessary flex to use a mimic. I mean, I don't really... I think it's kind of just a staple to have a mimic character. Like, Street Fighter 5 got 11. Tekken didn't actually get Mokujin, which is weird. But I think they're just fun characters, you know? Like, you go into 1v1s with a friend and you just fuck around on mimic characters. But yeah, Algol... I like him less than I like Aswell. And... yeah, we did. I know we did. And then we had Necro? The one from the Spawn... Spawn creator? That was another mimic character as well. I know we've had them, but we don't have one in 6, is what I'm saying. Necrid, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, I would... believe it or not, I would prefer Aswell over Algol if that was the only choice I had. But I don't. I have the choice of anything. And neither of them should come back. Yeah, Necrid was a mimic. He had... hold on. Hold on. Da, 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 da. Oh shit, you're right. Why did I think... Hold on. Yeah. Necrid character tutorial. Oh yeah, I was looking at Def Jam stuff. Ready as a ball? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I thought it was a mimic, because his weapon is basically a thing that can change into other things. Yeah. Okay, yeah, fair enough. He just did a maxi move. Right, okay, this is why I thought he was a mimic character. Huh. He does cuts. He does his 236B as well, yeah. 66A plus B, but with an axe. Asta 22B. That's just worse 236B. Oh, that's whose 2B is that? Is that Asta's 2B? Yeah, but he uses two hands, doesn't he? Yeah. Yeah, but he's not a mimic, you're right. Oh, there's that 66B. Oh, I guess in this game it was 33B. What was that 4A? Hold on. Oh, fuck. 4AK. Who does that? 4AK is the knee. Talim? No, it's not Talim. Ah, fuck, that's gonna annoy me now. Yeah, 6 is able to be for Mitsu, but he uses the axe instead. Check it again? Yeah, I'll go back. So it's the 4A, and then you've got 4AK that goes into the knee from Soul Calibur 6, but I can't remember who does that. It's here, I think he does it. There. Maybe it's Zhonghua. It looks like a short sword. Looks like Maxi. It's not a Maxi move. I know that for a fact. Hard to tell. Yeah, I know what you mean. What else does he do? He's just doing the... Oh, he's got the Nightmare 5K. That's Mitsu's 4A. This one here. That one. That one of Aswell's moves. It's not an Aswell move either. I'm going to training mode and check. But yeah, we'll finish off Soul Calibur 5's characters and then we'll play some games. Yeah, that is Astus 2B, but with one hand instead. Oh, Cervantes is While Rising B. It literally just spawns 2 swords for no reason. And it's 6-6-6B. Or 3-3B. Because yeah, in this game it was 3-3B, and then his 6-6B is the same animation, same running animation as his current 6-6A, but he does slide. Oh, that is Cervy's 2B. You're right. Yes. Yeah. It's just because he's using an axe for it. Oh. Who does that? I recognize the animation, but he doesn't punch and... Oh, that's Cervy 3-3B. That's what that is. Yeah. Ivy? What the fuck? That's original. That's Maxi 4K. Or 6K. Yo! That's Maxi 3A into what? What the hell is that knee? I want that for Maxi now. Oh, that's Yun. Oh yeah, Mitsu 33K it is, yeah. Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's Maxi's current 3A into Mitsu's 33K. Damn, Necrid mad. All right, cool. Okay, so Algol. Oh no, we're basically done. Algol, I don't want to come back. 0 out of 10. SC5 Killick, the Mimic character. Sure, like whatever. And again, same concept as Pyrrha. I think I would rather keep her mute, just have her own unique style. Left knee? Yeah. But yeah. Fuck, I want to... Hold on. Mega was hot as fuck. I need to figure out that 4AK.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Is it Cass? It's fucking Hilda! Oh my god, it's Hilda! It's that fucking move! It's this! That's the 4A I was talking about, it's this! Bro, what? Fuck, I don't know where it is now. It was facing this way, wasn't it? It was like by the edge. Yeah, well, that's what that knee is probably. A bit further along. We can have a look. Oh, my bad. Well, he hasn't done it yet. Last Siegfried 6XA. Yep. Oh, that's tacky. I don't know what that is meant to be. 3A AGA? What? That's Talim. Yeah. 6A plus B. Bro, stupid character. Voldo. Do. Oh, whoa! Fam! That's Maxi's, that's current Maxi's soul charge right cross A plus B into B. Yeah. Is that the move? I think it is. I think it's that one. The whoa. Well, the Aris wasn't moving. That's 4A? Maxi 6A plus B! Ugh. Oh, yeah, Voldo. Wall Rising A. Yeah. What odd Voldo? Jesus. This character looks broken, dude. I don't remember playing as that. I very vaguely remember Necrid. Tuesday strikes again? What do you mean? What's that? I feel like it looks familiar. Don't know why though. That's a Mitsu move. That's a Mitsu move. Oh, well, Steam, yeah. Tell him. Yeah. Woo. And then Volto's lows. Oh, it's Tacky 6XB. Oh, bro! That's sick! Mitsu's 3-3B to Talim 2-2A. Why can you cancel that? So weird. Do Talim's move? I know, right? And some of Maxi's as well. Oh my god! That's Talim's first hit of, what is it, 3A plus B or something? Into Ivy's 2B or whatever the fuck it is. This is wild to watch, man. That's Maxi 6K. Whoa. All those. Yeah, there's Seeks 2K. Mitsu KB, yeah. Why does he need to spawn a sword for that Servi 2-2K? Very weird. Oh, do you know how much sicker that would be if Maxi had the dropkick from War Rising K? Imagine. That's Maxi's War Rising K. The VSX? Oh, maybe. Oh, that's a Nightmare grab. Sig grab. Serving grab. Hey, how's it going? Whoa. Elder Topaz. The fuck? Oh, it's a stance. Okay. You all know Isaiah except for me. I feel ashamed. Seagzor Rising A. I mean, the animation is the stance, yeah. What? Excuse me? That's dope. Okay. Oh, thank you, Isaiah. Thank you very much. So, hold on. That's K2, Maxi's While Rising K into Nightmare Dropkick. That's nuts, dude. Holy shit. Oh, man. Player who will dominate the Soul Calibur community? I'm ready. High praise. Oh, Christ. But yeah, that 2-2A that Necro does, or 3-3A or whatever, that's this. That's what I was talking about. Gaming time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to support the channel, please click that subscribe button to get updates every time I upload, but I also stream on Twitch and have a Twitter account. If you'd like to follow both of those, the links are on your screen and down in the description. Take care and stay safe.